can't sleep thinking about these Mongols trying to take all from my kingdom, the political rules. Oh, how idiotic of them. My red wine for rich people only. They'll see. Some of them, to everything. So this is the timeline of our period.
That you settle down, that you found
This was Muhammad Shah is a cruel, arrogant man who plundered and slaughtered a Mongol caravan.
That Genghis Khan had personally dispatched as a signal that he wished to establish political and commercial relations with Persia, the place Muhammad Shah ruled over. Having in effect declared war on the Mongols, which brought death and destruction to his kingdom. The Mongols interrupted the great post-classical empires while extending their world network. Led by Genghis Khan and his successors, they brought most of Asia under their control for 1.5 centuries.
Mongol territory was a bridge between the civilizations of the East as products and ideas moved among the civilized and nomadic peoples. The Mongols are often portrayed as barbarians and destructive conquerors, but generally in their possessions people lived in peace, enjoyed religious tolerance,
and had a unified law code.
The Mongol drift to the west. The armies of the Golden Horde moved westward. By the 13th century, Kiev was in decline and Russia was divided into many petty kingdoms. They were unable to unite before the Mongols, called Tartars and Tartars by Russians. Batu, Genghis Khan's grandson, invaded in 1236 and defeated Russian armies one by one. Resisting cities were razed. In 1240, Kiev was taken and ravaged. Novgorod was spared when its ruler, Alexander Nevsky, peacefully submitted, at least temporarily. Mongol incursions and the retreat from Europe. Christian Western Europe initially had been pleased by Mongol secessions against Islam. Many in the West thought the Mongol Khan was Prester John. When the Mongols moved westward into Hungary, Western Europeans had real reasons for concern. However, Europe escaped from more serious invasions when the death of Agade and the resulting secessions struggled forced Batu to withdraw. Satisfied with their rich conquests in Asia and the Middle East, the Mongols did not return to Europe. The Mongols settled in the Islamic heartland. Haligu, a grandson of Genghis Khan, moved westward against the Mesopotamian and North Africa. Baghdad was destroyed in 1258 with the fall of the Abbasid dynasty. Islam had lost its central authority. Consequently, much of its civilization was devastated. A major Mongol victory was over the Seljuk Turks in 1243, opened Asia Minor to conquest by the Ottoman Turks. The Mongol advance halted in 1260 when the Mamluks of Egypt defeated the Mongols. Haligu faced with other threats to his rule, including the conversion of the Khan of the Gold Horde to Islam, did not resume the campaign. The importance of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan had united all the Mongolian tribes. He established the capital city of Karakorum. A large proportion of the land had been conquered by him and his army. He took a large chunk of Asia, including China. Great rulers from his bloodline will continue to expand and improve his empire.
The Mongol intruded in Chinese history. The Mongol advance in China was resumed after Ojidai's election. Kublai Khan, another grandson of Genghis Khan, during the middle of the 13th century, led the Mongols against Islam.
In 1271, Kublai's dynasty became the Yuan. As his conquest continued, Kublai attempted to preserve the distinction between Mongols and Chinese.
Chinese were forbidden from learning the Mongol script and intermarriage was prohibited. Mongol religion, ceremonies, and customs were retained. Kublai refused to establish exams for the civil service.
Despite the measures protecting Mongol culture, Kublai was fascinated by Chinese history. He adopted much of their culture into his court. The capital of Tatu, Beijing, was in Chinese style.
A new social structure emerged in China. The Mongols were at the top, their nomadic and Islam allies were directly below them. Both groups dominated the highest levels of the administration.
Beneath them came the first northern Chinas and then ethnic Chinese and people of the south. Conquest the Mongol Empire under Chinggis Khan. Chinggis Khan had set forth to conquer the known world. In 1207, the Mongols defeated the northwest China Tangut kingdom of Shaya. They next attacked the Qing Empire, established by the Jurchens. In these first campaigns, the Mongols developed new tactics for capturing fortified Uran centers. Cities that resisted were utterly destroyed. Their inhabitants were killed or many made slaves. Cities that submitted avoided the state tributes ensured safety. Life under Mongol Imperium. The Mongols were both fearsome warriors and astute, tolerant rulers. Chinggis Khan, though illiterated, was open to new ideas and wanted to create a peaceful empire. He established a new capital in the steppes of Karakorum and hired talented individuals from all conquered regions. Chinggis followed schemanistic Mongol beliefs but tolerated all religions. He used the knowledge of Muslim and Chinese bureaucrats to build an administrative structure for the empire. A script was devised for the Mongolian language and a legal code helped end old quarrels. The Mongol conquest brought peace to much of Asia. In urban centers, artisans and scholars freely worked. Commerce flourished along secure trade routes. The death of Chinggis Khan and the division of the empire. When Chinggis died in 1227, the vast territories of the Mongols were divided among 3 sons and a grandson. His third son, Algadeh, a talented diplomat, was chosen as Grand Khan. He presided over a further Mongol conquest for nearly a decade.
The Mongol intruded in Chinese history. The Mongol advance in China resumed after Ojidai's election. Kublai Khan, another grandson of Chinggis Khan, during the middle of the 13th century, led the Mongols against the Sassanid.
In 1271, Kublai's dynasty became the Yuan. As his conquest continued, Kublai attempted to preserve the distinction between Mongols and Chinese.
Chinese were forbidden from learning the Mongol script and intermarriage was prohibited. Mongol religion, ceremonies, and customs were retained. Kublai refused to establish exams for the civil service.
Despite the measures protecting Mongol culture, Kublai was fascinated by Chinese history. He adopted much of their culture into his court. The capital of Tatu, Beijing, was in Chinese style.
A new social structure emerged in China. The Mongols were at the top, their nomadic and Islam allies were directly below them. Both groups dominated the highest levels of the administration.
Beneath them came the first northern Chinas and then ethnic Chinese and people of the south. 2-1.
Document A.
A European assessment of the virtues and vices of the Mongols.
Hey Liz, what was the most significant impact of the period of Mongol rule in Russia?
The period of the Mongol rule reinforced the isolation of Russia from Western Europe and the development of the Renaissance and Reformation.
Okay.
Start recording. We're still in document A. So, Iran, what was the social impact of the Mongol conquest in Russia?
Due to the crushing burden of tribute paid to the Mongols and princes, the Russian peasantry was reduced to serfdom.
Document B. The Mongol Empire as a bridge between civilizations. Back to you.
The Mongols had a strong history of supporting merchants and trade. Genghis Khan had encouraged more foreign merchants early in his career, even before uniting the Mongols. The merchants provided him with information about neighboring cultures, served as diplomats and official traders for the Mongols, and were essential for many neat goods that the Mongols produced little of their own.
Thank you. The legacy of the Mongol period was both complex and durable. Thanks for watching.